Hello, everyone. My name is Antara Keelor, and I'm with LearnBridge Online. We've talked about a few different rules that help us out with hand evaluation in the past. We've talked about the rule of 15, the rule of 20, the rule of 22, which basically takes the rule of 20 and adds quick tricks to it. Today, I wanted to introduce the rule of 44 to you. The rule of 44 is used when you want to evaluate or when you want to open really strong hands. And we'll get into the details of this in a couple of minutes. Marty Bergen actually talked about this rule. He didn't give it the name, the rule of 44. I think that honor goes to Mel Colgemiro, where he actually called it the rule of 44. But this originated with Marty Bergen. So let's have a look at some of the slides to help us decide how and when we use this. So we're talking about opening strong hands. When do you open two-no trump? Usually when you've got 20 or 21 high card points and a balanced hand, right? So have a look at the two examples I've posted for us here. A 5-3-3-2 distribution, it's balanced. Let's count the points. For the first example, it's got 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19, 20, 21 high card points, and it's balanced. Despite having 5 spades, we might be tempted to open it to no trump. Let's have a look at the second example. This one's got a distribution of 4-3-3-3, the worst distribution they say in bridge. You can't get any flatter than this. And that's what we've got. In terms of high card points, we've got 5 plus 5, 10, plus 3, 13, 17, 20 high card points. And I wouldn't hesitate at all, and I'm pretty certain neither would you, to open this particular hand as two no trump. Let's stop and evaluate and think about when we open hands two clubs. What we've learned is a really strong hand, which is 22 plus high card points, is opened two clubs. This is a strong, artificial, and forcing bed. It's artificial because we're not talking about clubs at all. All we're telling our partner and opponents is that we've got a strong hand with 22 plus points, most likely. It's forcing because partner cannot pass our two club bid. I could have 1 or 0 clubs even, perhaps. And partner knows that we've got at least 22 plus points, and they are forced to bid 2 diamonds or whatever your partnership agreement might be in order to take this forward. So you open 2 clubs, traditionally 22 plus high card points, and this is a strong artificial and forcing bid. Let's have a look at the 2 examples I've got here for us. In the first example, I've got a 6-4-2-1 distribution, and I've got 9 plus 9, 18, plus 4, 22 points. I'm likely to open this 2 clubs. Note, I can't open this hand 2 spades because that would be a weak preemptive bid. I can't, or I don't want to open this 2 no because I'm too strong. I'm more than 20 to 21 points, and this is not really a balanced hand at all. I can always open this 2 clubs and then later show my 1 major or both majors, perhaps. In this particular case, I'm likely to want to play in spades. Let's look at the second example. The distribution here is 2-4-5-2 or 5-4-2-2. And the number of points I've got there are 4 plus 9, 13, plus 4, 17, plus 5, 22. And once again, I'd be quite tempted to open this 2 clubs. I'm not going to be opening this 1 diamond. It's way too strong to open 1 diamond. Let's look at this example that I've got here for us. Take a second, have a look at the example, and try and think about it. So I've got a 5-5-2-1 distribution. The high card points are 10 plus 9, I've got 19 points. Is this a balanced hand? I've got 19 points. And usually for an opening bid, they say 10. We're getting bolder and bolder, as we've talked about in the series ourselves. We're willing to open with as few as 10 points, provided the distribution is okay. We don't want to open this one spade, despite being told when we first started learning how to open 12 or 13 to 19 points. This is way too strong for that. So should we open this one spade? And the reason why I say spade as opposed to hearts is when you've got both your majors or you've got two suits, both 5-5, you bid the higher of the two. I'm sure you guys are thinking about this in your own heads. I don't want to open this to no trump. I don't want to open this spade. Is there a better bid? Let's try and find out. So, what's the rule of 44? What are they proposing here? Should we just count our high card points? If it's more than 22 plus, let's just go ahead and open two clubs? No. We've got one other way of evaluating our hands, and that is count your losers and count your quick tricks. You should have no more than 4 losers, or the maximum number of losers you're allowed to have in your hand are 4. So a maximum of 4 losers. And when you count your quick tricks, you should have at least 4 quick tricks. So a minimum of 4 quick tricks. In other words, no more than 4 losers and at least 4 quick tricks. Put the two 4s together, and that is the rule of 44. If your hand meets the rule of 44, the recommendation is open 2 clubs. We'll have a look at a few examples. But before we get into that, I wanted to talk to you about quick tricks. We had this discussion when we did the rule of 22, and I had a brief summary in terms of what quick tricks are. You'll probably remember this slide from that particular series. So the number of tricks you expect to win in a suit, in any particular suit, on the first 2 rounds of that suit are quick tricks. An ace-king combination is 2 quick tricks, meaning if spades are played and I've got both the ace and the king in it, I can win the first trick with my ace and I can win the second trick with my king. Have a look at rule of 22 if we want a further explanation. But just to remind you, an ace-king combination in a suit is 2 quick tricks. An ace-queen is 1.5 quick tricks. An ace by itself is 1 quick trick. A king-queen combination in a suit is equal to 1 quick trick. And king small or king third or king fourth is equal to half a quick trick. That's the little repetition on quick tricks. Let's have a look at losers. How do we count losers? And the loser trick count was made very popular by Ron Klinger. And I've got some of this information from his book. So you count losers only in the first 3 cards of a suit. The ace, king, and queen are always seen as winners. Anything lower than that is a loser. One more thing that you should think about is there are never more than 3 losers in any suit, because we only count losers in the first 3 cards of a suit. Let's assume I've got a doubleton or I've got a singleton. I cannot have 3 losers if I've got a doubleton. The number of cards in a suit is the maximum number of losers I can possibly have. So if I have a singleton, and if it's a small card, it's a 5, I've got 1 loser in that particular suit. If I've got a singleton and it's an ace, I have no losers in that suit. I told you that the ace, king, and queen are all winners, but let's assume I've got just the king, a king singleton in a suit. That will be considered a loser because I don't have the ace. And if the ace is played, I'm going to lose the king to it. Okay, so that's just a little bit about the losers. Let's just count our losers because we haven't done this before. So have a look at this first example that I've got up here. In spades, I've got the ace and king. It's a 4-card suit. I've got one loser. That's the maximum I can lose here. With hearts, king, queen, 9, 3, I've got one loser because I'm missing the ace. Jack third, a doubleton. I don't have the ace, king, or queen. I've got two losers. With clubs, I've got 7, 3, 2. I don't have the ace, king, or queen. I've got 3 cards in that suit. They're all small, so I've got 3 losers. This hand, this entire hand, has 7 losers in all. Let's look at another example. With ace, king, 6, 3, same thing as my previous example, one loser. Hearts, I've got one loser. I haven't changed the example. But in my diamonds, I've now given myself an ace instead of the jack. So I've got ace small. That's equivalent to one loser. And again, I've got the 7, 3, 2 in clubs. So that's 3 losers, making the total number of losers in this particular hand 6. Let's take a look at this particular slide. Spades are the same, one loser. Hearts, same, one loser. Diamonds, have a look at the second example. This is the second example, one loser. And now I've got the king small, small, or the king 3, 2 in clubs. I've got 2 losers here. I'm missing the ace, I'm missing the queen, and it's a 3-card suit. I've only got one winner, which is the king. So I've got 5 losers. Let's reduce the number of losers even further. Spades, same, one loser. Hearts, one loser. Diamonds, I've made it a little stronger. I've given us the ace king. It's only a doubleton, but I've got both the ace and king. So I've got 0 losers there. And then I continue to have 2 losers with my clubs, making it for a total of 4 losers. So why are we talking about loser trick count and quick tricks? As we discussed earlier, the rule of 44 is you've got to have no more than 4 losers and at least a minimum of 4 quick tricks. So let's have a look at 1A. Let's have a look at this example. Looking at it, I've got a loser in spades. I've got a loser in hearts, despite this being a really solid, nice long heart suit. I've got a loser in diamonds, and I've got a loser in clubs. So I've got 4 losers, and I've got 4 quick tricks. And my quick tricks are the ace in spades, the king, queen in hearts is 1, and the ace, king of diamonds is 2 more. So I've got 4 quick tricks. The recommendation would be open this 2 clubs. Let's have a look at our point count. Is this 22 plus points? It's got 5, 8, 9, 10, 11 plus 7. We've only got 18 points. We might even have wondered whether we should open this 1 heart. No, it's a really strong hand. So we're going to go ahead and open this 2 clubs. Let's have a look at a second example. A solid 8-card spade suit. I should have probably reduced this and made this into a 7-card suit. I've just added some complication here. But looking at this, we've got 4 losers. I've got 2 losers in hearts, 2 losers in diamonds, no losers in clubs, and no losers at all in spades. So I've got 4 losers. And let's see how many quick tricks I've got. I've got ace, king, 2 quick tricks, and then I've got the ace of clubs. That's 1 quick trick. So I've only got 3 quick tricks. I am not going to open this 2 clubs. The recommendation here is open it 1 spade or 4 spades, as many of us are doing these days. Let's take a look at another example. So I've got a 5-5-2-1 distribution. I've got 3 losers, 2 in diamonds, 1 in clubs, and I've got 4 quick tricks. I've got the ace king and ace king in each of my majors. The recommendation is to open this as 2 clubs. And let's have a look at one more example here. I've got a 5-3-4-1 distribution. I've got one loser in spades, one loser in hearts, one loser in diamonds, and one loser in clubs. So it fulfills my loser trick count um, requirement of 4 or fewer losers. Let's have a look at the number of quick tricks I've got. Ace king in spades, that's 2. Ace king in hearts, that's 4. And ace king in diamonds, that's 2 more, that's 6. So I am going to recommend that we open this to clubs. I think you are all getting the hang of this, isn't it? Going back to our original example now. Whoops. Going back to our original example. What should we be opening this particular hand? We have 19 high card points. Is this a balanced hand? 5-5-2-1? Not really, not with a small singleton here. So we're going to say no. Should we open this one spade? Don't think so. It's a bit too strong. So we're going to see if it complies with the rule of 44. How many losers do we have here? None in spades, none in hearts, 2 in diamonds, 1 in clubs. So it fulfills the maximum number of losers as 4. We've only got 3. And let's take a look at our quick tricks. We've got ace king in spades, that's 2. We've got ace king in hearts, that's 2 more. So we fulfill the requirement of having at least 4 quick tricks. So we're going to open this to clubs. Thank you so much. We'll post these slides for you. And I'm really hoping this helps you out the next time you've got a strong hand. After I learned this, I started opening a lot more of my hands as 2 clubs, as opposed to 2 no, or wondering if I should open something 1 spade or 1 heart and then do a double jump. Try it out. Let's see if this works out for you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye for now.